Hello there from the TTC. There goes a monorail right above me, which I should probably go hop on right now. So I came to Magic Kingdom today with a plan, and just like most times whenever I have a plan and I go to a theme park, it rains. I think it stopped raining for the most part. It was pouring while I was in the car a little bit earlier, but I still have a few hours before the park closes, so I'm about to head over to Magic Kingdom and hope it doesn't rain anymore. Let's go hop on the monorail. All right, so it's not looking incredibly busy right now, which is good. This is exciting. I feel like the past few times I've come to Magic Kingdom, it's been on a rainy day. I'm not complaining. Okay, so it's still drizzling just a little bit, but it's not terrible. I have a couple hours before the park closes. The park has been closing before dusk, which is a little bit sad, but at least I'm here, so that makes me happy. The crowds are definitely more so on their way out than on their way in, so that's a good news for me for what I want to do today. I still have not really gotten to experience the Halloween season here at Magic Kingdom as far as the cavalcades, but I plan to come and rectify that soon. That's actually not why I'm here today. You'll find that out in just a second. Wow, it's never been this quiet in front of the train station where I can just walk straight across without feeling like I'm gonna get in anybody's pictures, because there's just nobody over here whatsoever. This is a little bit weird. I kind of like it though. So why I'm here at Magic Kingdom today, I got the suggestion on Twitter actually, which is kind of interesting. I'm gonna be splitting this up into kind of two videos, I think. So what I want to do is just, it's a pretty simple experiment. I just want to hop in line for rides and just see what the wait time says, and then just see what the wait time ends up being, because I think because of the cleaning and sanitation process that they're implementing, that wait times are a little bit ballooned, and I just want to, it's not going to be the same by any means for everybody that comes to the park, but I don't know, I just want to see if it's different, if what the wait time is posted is going to be different than the actual wait time. That was a very long way of saying that, but what else do I do? Okay, so I actually made a quick stop real quick inside City Hall, which is out from behind its scrim finally, so it looks beautiful. Basically, I needed to figure out some My Disney Experience Pass stuff. It's been a little bit confusing and disorganized, so I wanted to go and just take the time while there was a very, very minimal line to figure that out, and I am now good to go. It started to rain again a little bit, but that's not really going to impede what I'm here to do, because I'm just here to check the accuracy of the wait times, so it doesn't really matter how busy it is in the park. I just want to go to some of the biggest rides, presuming that they're open, and just see what the wait times are like. So I think I'm heading straight over to Tomorrowland for probably Space Mountain. So apart from a little rain, it is really not busy today in Magic Kingdom. It feels fantastic. It's just a little bit wet, but as far as the temperature, it feels great right now, and everybody's just heading out. There's been a lot of sensationalism about how busy it is at Magic Kingdom and the capacity level of the park in terms of just how many people are coming here. And this isn't the best indicator right now because it's pouring down rain. It's getting a little bit harder. I don't know, I guess that's just kind of for you to make your own assumption. You watching this, is it busy in Magic Kingdom? It's not busy right now, especially later on tonight in about an hour, because everybody's leaving. Okay, so right now the Rainbow Day Cavalcade is going down the middle of Main Street, USA, as it's pouring down rain. There's Cinderella, hello! There's Tiana. And then there's a bunch of princesses over there. Hi! Aw, this is really neat to see. There's Ariel, and Rapunzel, and Elena, and Jasmine, and Merida, and then Belle. Well, that was special and pretty cool to see. Okay, so the rain is getting progressively more intense, but I wanted to come over to this sign here to see what the wait times look like, and it seems like pretty much everything is open. Space Mountain's a 30-minute wait, Splash Mountain was a 65-minute wait. Okay, so the rides are open even though it is torrentially raining, but as long as there's not lightning in the area, then I suppose that's good, right? So let's head over to Tomorrowland for Space Mountain. It's kind of appropriate because right now Haunted Mansion music is playing, and it's pretty much a ghost town around here, so that's interesting. Again, everybody is leaving. Wow, the park is open for another hour and a half. It is going to be very quiet here in about an hour. They keep extending the People Mover refurbishment date, so I have not really gotten my hopes up for the People Mover reopening anytime soon, because it keeps just getting pushed by months or by weeks, which is definitely sad. It seems like they've pretty much finished the, I don't know, just the aesthetic construction they were doing along the side of the People Mover, but I don't think that had anything to do with its current downtime right now. I think that's a bigger issue. Okay, so Space Mountain is currently showing a 30-minute wait I get to go all the way over there to get in line. This is pretty familiar. Over here, standing outside in the rain as I wait to go inside Space Mountain. But let's see if it takes a full 30 minutes or less or more. This is kind of interesting. A lot of the people mover cars are just kind of stacked together next to each other right outside of Space Mountain. 30-minute waits. Let's do it. Okay, so it's taken about 7 minutes to make it this far in line with plexiglass dividers. I'm feeling pretty optimistic about this one. This is good. Alright, it's been 12 minutes and I've made it over to the Omega side of Space Mountain. This has moved so incredibly fast. I'm so surprised. Okay, and exactly 15 minutes later, I'm getting on to Space Mountain. Alright, so this toaster did a 30-minute wait and I got on in 15 minutes. I am so excited and hopefully I beat the rain. This has been really violent so far. All right, and I just got off of Space Mountain, which of course was fun, and it does look like I beat the rain. It's finally not raining anymore, which is great. Also, while I was riding Space Mountain, I got to try something out that I've always wanted to try out on this camera, so I'm gonna go switch over to my phone here. Whoa, that was weird, right? So this is what I was just filming on my Canon M50. Wow, it's a little bit close right now compared to what I'm seeing on my camera there. Okay, so I configured the camera here, so if I press this button, this is gonna be kind of hard to do. I press this button, it switches it up to recording inside here, which is something that I've always wanted to try to do, especially on dark rides, because it switches it off of this monitor and then into the viewfinder, and I can switch it right back here, going back to my M50, so that'll be interesting to watch a little bit later. But basically I can now try to be as a little bit less obnoxious when riding rides if it's dark, you know what I mean? Looks like more people are coming out after the pretty intense rain, so that's probably going to impact my wait times a little bit, but it shouldn't affect how long I stand in those lines compared to those wait times, right? So the park closes in pretty much an hour, and I'm checking out the wait time right now for Seven Dwarfs Mine Train. It says it's a 50-minute wait. And you see that it's probably not focusing right now. I am going around the mountain to try to find the end of the line because I'm just going to go and hop in line, because if I go to another ride, I'll just kind of waste that time to walk over to that ride, so might as well just get in line for it. I'm here. I'm going to do this at some point because I wanted to do the rides with the longest wait times. I still can't even see the end of the line, so that's a little bit foreboding. All right, so I found the end of the line. The train cars are empty currently right now, but they are cycling, so I do wonder if they were just coming back up from a downtime or maybe potentially just a weather-related downtime, but the line is moving pretty consistently forward. So it's been about 15 minutes now, and I actually haven't moved much, so I sort of jinxed myself, but I think I know why. Because they were probably cleaning the ride vehicles, and that's actually something that I do pretty often, so I'm kind of glad that I got that experience in at least one of the attractions that I'm trying to do today, because that does inflate the wait time kind of a significant amount. So now I can see if it's going to be an actual 50-minute wait or not. So it's almost been a full 20 minutes, and I'm a little bit surprised just at how slow it's moving, but if there is an interruption at the very front of the line, then it kind of takes a while to make its way all the way to the back of the line, especially if it's a long line. Okay, 24 minutes in, and I finally made it into the actual line portion of the line instead of just the circumference of the mountain in which Seven Dwarfs Mine Train is on. So I'm optimistic that it's going to move a little bit faster, I'd like to think. Okay, it's been 30 minutes, and I'm heading into the covered portion of the line, and then in the indoor portion, I'm feeling pretty good. At least it's probably going to be at least in that 50-minute wait time, I suppose. So I'm actually incredibly surprised. This took 47 minutes to get here. I'm about to ride Seven Dwarfs Mine Train. Like, wow, that was pretty much completely accurate of a wait time. But now I have to hustle if I want to try to ride something else before the park closes. I didn't really anticipate that. Woohoo! This is the first time I think I've ridden this with my wide-angle lens. Wow! Woo! Oh, this one's always fun. Alright, my favorite part right here. Not Tootsie Roll, or whatever you want to call this. I don't know, roller coaster lingo. Oh. Alright, very short ride, but definitely worth it, I think. Hello, Snow White. So this line is normally the Fast Pass line, which is currently not being utilized. There is no Fast Pass right now, but they are doing some guest accommodations, I believe, because that was holding up the line a little bit. So I wonder what's going on with that. So that definitely ballooned the wait time as far as just having people in this additional line and then the ride cleaning, but I still have a few more minutes to make it over to a different ride, and I think I'm heading over to Thunder Mountain. So City Hall was out of scrim, but look at this. It's a Small World is completely boxed in with scrim and construction walls. This is interesting. Wow, the line for Peter Pan's flight comes all the way almost to Columbia Harbor House. That is pretty interesting, but I've already committed mentally to Thunder Mountain. All right, I made it back to Frontierland. Big Thunder Mountain is currently posting a 25-minute wait. Let's see if that is accurate. I'm assuming that this is definitely not going to be accurate because they usually leave the wait time pretty ballooned right at or right before closing time, so I feel like I'm going to get on this pretty quickly. So far it's been pretty much 1 minute, and I'm just walking through the entirety of the queue. This is kind of nice. I haven't done this in kind of a while. Yeah, I think this is just going to be straight up walking and getting straight onto the train all the way down to the platform. I'm coming for you, Big Thunder Mountain, and it's now been 2 minutes. And I'm all the way down, almost all the way down to the platform, which is currently completely empty. So that's pretty cool. Okay, and it took 3 minutes to get onto Big Thunder Mountain Railroad. That was definitely a record. There's nobody in front of me at all. Woohoo! Man, I love riding Big Thunder Mountain Railroad. Whoa! That hasn't happened in so long. Where a train goes over this train, that's so cool. It would have been interesting to invert this, where I would have ridden this first and then Seven North Mine Train, but I think that actually helped with what I was trying to showcase. By riding a ride where they were doing a ride cleaning and then having an accurate wait time. Woo-hoo-hoo! Oh, no train. Oh well.
Please remain seated. Your ride will begin moving momentarily.
Well, that's interesting. He straight up stopped in the mine here. Well, this has never happened before. Okay, so we started moving. It was a little bit jarring, kind of a jolting experience, but that's never happened, so that's kind of fun. This is especially weird because the ride for the park is now completely closed now, so there is nobody up there. I think I made it on, maybe not the last train, probably the second to last train of the day, but I made it. Definitely a bit of a rush to get over here towards the end, but I made it, so I'm proud and satisfied now to have a nice, comfortable walk out of the park. So something that's a little bit sad is that Tom Sawyer Island is closed. It is closed for at least the rest of 2020. This along with the riverboats. I think they're doing refurbishments along the rivers of America here. So no more going Tom Sawyer's Island. There's a sign right over here, no more riverboat as well. So I'm glad that I got to go at least a couple times and ride the riverboats. Sorry about all the ruckus, folks. We're working to purdy up this here area. Well, that's fun. So I'm excited for it to reopen at some point in the future. So it is probably definitely attributed to the weather, but I had an incredible time at Magic Kingdom, just coming here for about an hour and a half, getting to ride the 3 biggest rides. And I don't know, it was kind of a successful experiment, just getting to see whether or not the wait times reflected the actual waits, at least I thought, so I'm kind of surprised. Most of my experiments are either inconclusive or have pretty obvious results, and I thought this one was a little bit different because I rode a ride that had an accurate wait time posted, and then a couple rides that had incredibly over-posted wait times, and that may seem inconclusive, but it's pretty much exactly what I was anticipating. I know that may sound a little bit odd, but my theory was that all of the wait times were going to be over-exaggerated a little bit on the off chance that you were going to encounter a random cleaning of the attraction, and if you did, then it was going to be exactly what was posted, and if you didn't, you were just going to be pleasantly surprised, and that is exactly what happened to me today. It's a little bit busy heading out of the park. It closed about 30 minutes ago, and I think everybody's just taking their time, taking pictures in front of the castle. Looks like it might rain again, so it's probably good to go ahead and head back to the monorail and then back to the parking lots. It has rained for a majority of the day today, so I can understand people wanting to actually take their pictures because it's finally, well, it's not raining anymore. It's comfortable. It's really pleasant, actually. This is my favorite time to come to Magic Kingdom because it's probably in the low 70s. I don't want to guess right now. Yep, that is pretty much exactly what it is, and normally the rain brings humidity. Not so much today, so I don't know. I'm just in a really good mood today Magic Kingdom, which compared to the last time I came, where I pretty much complained about everything, this has been great. There are some pretty intense wait times. The line for the Emporium actually goes all the way back by Casey's Corner, and then the line for the confectionery goes all the way over there. Remember earlier when I mentioned about it being not that busy in Magic Kingdom? I think I'm eating my words now because it is pretty busy. Where did all these people come from? Wow. All right, heading over to the monorail. That is a pretty long line waiting for the ferry boat back to the TTC, and this was not part of the experiment today, but let's see how long it takes for me to get back to my car. Look at all these people. So far moving pretty good. Just following these markers on the ground is I'm kind of snake over to the Express monorail. I'm taking the Express today because I'm feeling feisty. Earlier I mentioned that this was going to be kind of a two-part video, and that is because I'm going to be going to Universal and doing pretty much the same thing over there. All right, so it took about 20 minutes, just a little bit over 20 minutes to get onto a monorail. Look at that beautiful sunset right behind the Grand Floridian. I am so excited for this walkway to open up at some points, so I can walk from Magic Kingdom to the Grand Floridian. That is going to be a pretty cool day. Today was just an awesome day in general. I am very happy. All right, made it back to the TTC, about to head back to the car. I am in love with the sky right now. That is one of the best things about Florida weather, is that if it rains, you get a pretty nice sunset. Wow, this is a pretty visually interesting shot because it's not quite dark yet, but then it rains, so the reflection from the light, I don't know, I love this. This is great. So I'm almost back to my car, back to the parking lot. I've already said it. Today was incredible. This is one of the best trips that I've had in Magic Kingdom since it reopened several months ago, and I'm surprised when I got here. It was pouring down rain in the car, and I was even considering not going in because I just assumed that it was gonna rain the rest of the night, that I wasn't really gonna be able to do what I wanted to do. Like I tried to go to Universal a few weeks ago, and I tried to do like an end of day experience challenge over there, and that didn't really work out. I presume that was what was gonna happen here, and it didn't. And I got to ride a few rides, and I think my experiment was a success, more or less, and there's gonna be more on that when I go to Universal and try to pretty much replicate what I did here over there. So keep an eye out for that. Gonna try to ride the 3 biggest rides over there, so that should be fun. But thank you for hanging out with me today. I had an incredible time. I will see you soon. Have a good day, and goodbye.